Eyes come in many shapes and sizes. So do art styles.
In this video, we'll be giving a tutorial on how to draw a few different types of eyes to suit the characters you're drawing. For the sake of convenience, Kelly and I will be using an art tablet that is hooked up to a computer. However, you can draw practically anything you want.
You can use pencils, pens, markers, paint, the blood of your enemies, even lipstick. What you draw on is up to you. You can use paper, canvas, that sewer pipe under the bridge, anything. The world is your canvas.
Just a disclaimer, your first drawing won't be perfect. Art takes time and a lot of practice. The key is to just keep practicing and you will see improvement in no time. We're going to be drawing more anime-styled eyes. There are many different styles of drawing eyes, so don't think that our way is the only way.
We will be focusing on 4 main types of eyes: basic, cutesy, droopy, and cool. For this tutorial, I will be drawing more masculine types of eyes.
And I will be drawing more feminine-styled eyes. Let's start with a girly, basic eye shape. You want to start with an almond-shaped outline. This will serve as the base of your eye. Following the base, make a line from the smaller apex over the top of the curve and stopping before you're level with the other side. From there, make a sharp line jutting out. This will serve as the end of the upper lid and the first eyelash. Soften the transition from eyelid to eyelash and add more lashes following the curve of the eye. Add a line just above the eye to serve as the crease. Let's start with the bottom of the eye now. Make a line following the bottom of the almond shape, but don't connect the upper half of the eye with the lower half. Then, make a thin line from the first eyelash, drawing under the bottom eyelid and stopping 1/4 of the length. Add eyelashes to this line, but make them smaller than the top lashes. Keep adding them until you get about 3/4 down the length of the eyelid. Now, make a circle that just barely touches the top of the eye, but don't connect both ends of it. This is your iris. Where the gap is in the iris, draw a thin oval. This is the light reflecting off of the eye. Now make a circle in the middle of the bigger circle. This will be the pupil. Very lightly shade the whites of the eye. Lightly darken the top half of the iris. From here, you can choose to add your own flair with more highlights or eyelashes or even makeup. There, you drew your very own eye.
Now that we have a regular girl's eye out of the way, we will move on to a basic male eye. You will start with the rectangular shaped base that is thinner on one end. The smaller end is the inner corner of the eye. Like with the female eye, you will follow the upper half of the rectangle, rounding off at the corners. This is the upper lid. From there, draw a line following the bottom of the rectangle, again rounding off at the corner. Do not connect the top and bottom eyelids. Just above the top eyelid, add a line to create a crease. Now, like with the girl eye, create a circle inside the eye. But since this is a boy's eye, we will make the eyelids slightly overlap the iris. Inside the iris, create a dark dot where the pupil is. Create a semicircle going through the middle of the pupil to the bottom of the iris. Shade above the circle. And very lightly right below the eyelid.
Now that you know the basics of drawing an eye, you can use these skills to create different kinds of eye shapes. Every other type of eye stems from this basic look. For a droopy look, you extend the upper lid and slant the eye up to make it look more sleepy. For cutesy eyes, you want the character to look more awake, and you make the upper and lower eye lines wider and add more lighting to the eye.
For cool or edgy looking eyes, you want to make the lines more narrow, effectively cutting the regular eye shape in half to make the eye look more serious. As you may have noticed, Katie and I have very different ways of drawing eyes. This comes as a result of practice. With enough practice, you will develop your own style and way of doing things. Thank you for following along with our video. Remember, your first drawing will not be perfect. Just keep practicing and you'll notice improvement in no time.